Are universities actually free in Germany? Come closer, let me tell you the truth. Hi everyone, my name is Evelyn. I live in Germany and I film about schooling, working, living as an expat family in Germany. I've lived here in Germany with my family for over 6 years now, and so I share my experience here. And today we're going to be talking about tuition free in Germany, and if tuition free is actually free, as it says, in Germany. So stay tuned. In 2014, Germany officially eliminated tuition fees for most bachelor's and master's degree students, irrespective of their state or country of origin. About half of German's universities are actually public, and so German public schools waive tuition fees, except for some states like Baden-Württemberg, which charges non-EU citizens for 1,500 euros per semester. Also, some states such as Bavaria, Munich have started charging students for semester fees. But apart from those schools or those states, most German public universities are actually tuition free. However, when you hear tuition free, here are the things that you need to consider. Firstly, even though it is tuition free, you still have to pay some semester fees, and those semester fees usually range from 100 euros to 500 euros per semester, and the semester is usually 6 months because there are 2 semesters in one academic year. And this student fees usually covers for student organizations, cafeterias around the unis, which are usually heavily discounted when students go ahead there to have lunch, have coffee, have breakfast with friends and with co-students. And also the student fees also covers for your public transport. You get to use your student ID to travel all around the city, because you've also paid for your transport ticket for a period of the semester with the student fees that you paid at the beginning of the semester. Also, these are the things that you need to consider before starting the process of applying to a university in Germany, because it is tuition free. You have to consider the cost of enrollment. Maybe there are different things, certification verifications that your school or the prospective school that you're applying to is asking you for, maybe to verify your certificate, to send over your transcript and all that. You also have to send proof of insurance. You also have to consider the cost of visa fees and stuff like that. While applying for your visa, you also have to attach a proof of financial independence, which could be that about 11,000 plus, as at this time of filming this video, 11,000 euros in a blocked account. This money does not belong to the German government, it belongs to you, and will be given and to be shared over a period of 12 months, which will be given to you every month when you arrive here in Germany. This is expected that it will cover your living expenses for a period of 1 year till maybe you're able to get a job or something like that here in Germany. Another alternative would be to get a letter of sponsorship from a family member or someone that you already know here in Germany. That means that the person will be covering for your accommodation, for your insurance, for your feeding and stuff like that. The third alternative would be to get a scholarship here in Germany. Now, when you arrive, here are the other things that you also have to consider. And these expenses would really differ depending on the state that you are living in. If you're living in a more central state, maybe for instance like Berlin or Munich or Frankfurt, this might be more expensive compared to smaller cities or smaller towns that you decide to stay, depending on the location of your university. Such things are like rent, like food and drink, maybe groceries, health insurance, because everybody must have an health insurance here in Germany. Even as a student, you have to have health insurance, phone and internet, leisures and hobbies. All these things are required to be covered by the living expense, which is 11,000 that I mentioned earlier before. That is if you have it, or it's going to be covered by your sponsor, depending on the agreement that you have with your sponsor, or it's going to be covered by the scholarship. Maybe the scholarship board is going to be maybe giving you living expenses, maybe 1,000 euros per month, and those things are meant to cover for your rent, your insurance, your groceries, your feeding, and your clothing and stuff like that. So the next time you hear tuition free in Germany, always know or always consider and ask if it's actually tuition free and the other costs that are actually attached to it. Of course, when you study here in Germany, you can decide to stay back after your studies is done, maybe to look for a job, you can get a job seekers visa, which is about 18 months, and you have 18 months to get a job and to also convert your papers from a work visa into a permanent residence. The government in Germany is trying to make that more simpler and simpler. Even as at right now, the government is saying that you do not need to have a job in the course that you study in to be able to convert your visa from a student visa even to a resident permit. This will also give a lot of chances for students who are coming into Germany to be able to stay back and get a job and integrate into the system, start working without fears that maybe they're not going to get a resident permit, or the job that they have will not be considered as being approved by the government office when they go to convert their visa from maybe a student visa or from a job seekers visa into a work visa. Also, as of 2024, the government, like I said earlier, is trying to put a lot of things in place so that things are more stable for people, because there's a high demand for highly skilled workers here in Germany, and one way through which people can come in as highly skilled workers would be through the student visa. And so the government is making sure that even when people come in through the student visa, they are able to migrate even when their studies are done, and they're able to settle well and like maybe grow their families, start something like business, start working and integrate into the system and stay for longer, so that your tax can be collected into the system. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been able to get one thing or the other from this video. Let me know in the comment section. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll be seeing you on my next one. Bye.